We are at Panther Creek State Park in Morristown, Tennessee.
And this is a campground review. Make sure to stay to the end, find out whether or not some of the one-star reviews we read were confirmed or busted.
Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. I know man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribes are free.
That's right, and it really helps our channel out. It helps us grow, and it lets us know that you like this content. General impressions.
This is a small, quaint campground set in the woods with plenty of green space between campsites, but limited access for big rigs.
The cost for us was $47.50 per night. We feel like this state park really packs a lot of value into that nightly rate. Campground.
Some of the campsites are really small, even for microvan parking. The loop can also be a little bit hard to maneuver with the big rig, although there are several sites around the campground that are made for big rig parking, including rigs up to 70 feet. The campground is a single loop with trails into the park. There are 2 bathhouses located inside the loop, each with their own pavilion, which has its own barbecue area. Because of the layout, some campsites naturally have more room than others.
We stayed in campsite number 34. All of the campsites have asphalt pads with grass in between, and they're all back in. Most campsites needed some leveling blocks, but all had full hookups with 50 and 30 amps, so #50. Each site had a picnic table, a grill, and a fire ring. There is no propane refill here, but there is a tractor supply about 4.5 miles away. There's a dump station located at the front of the park near the park ranger station, and it is a $5 fee.
But bring cash. The campground has free Wi-Fi available, and I tested it at 18 megabits per second down and 3.9 megabits per second up. Starlink at our campsite tested out at 86 megabits per second down and 3.75 megabits per second up. Verizon Wireless, however, tested at 19.7 megabits per second down and 0.8 megabits per second up, because there's only about 2 bars here at this campsite, even with our cell phone booster.
The noise level at this campground is really low. It is surrounded by a state park and backs up to the reservoir, and there's also very little light pollution.
Amenities.
This campground has 9 individual bathrooms with showers included. They also have individual air conditioners in each room that automatically turn on to regulate the temperature as you walk into the room. The bathrooms are cleaned daily, and it shows. They both look and smell extremely clean.
They have 3 dumpsters easily located right at the front of the park next to the ranger station. For laundry, you have a set of washers and dryers located at each of the bathhouses, so that makes up 2 sets, and it is $2 per wash and dry.
And I'm really surprised. This is the first time I've seen laundry at a state park, so bonus.
There is no playground or pool inside the campground. There is, however, a very large playground for the children near the front of the state park.
As far as other facilities at this park, they have hiking trails, horseback riding trails, frisbee golf, basketball, volleyball, all the things, including a boat ramp and an overlook. Dog friendliness.
Walking around the park with our pups, we didn't find any pickup station. That was unfortunate. There is, however, plenty of green space to walk your dogs throughout the park. Unfortunately, no off-leash dog area or poo bag stations. However, you can deposit your dog poo-poo in the pavilions at the provided trash cans, just not inside the restrooms. Camp store.
They do have a small camp store located at the park ranger station with a few necessities, but they have a Walmart that's only 3.5 miles away. So if you need anything larger than that, you can go there.
Closest Starbucks is Eagles.
Campstaff Interactions.
We made our reservations online, so we didn't have really a whole lot of interactions with the camp staff themselves, but they did seem friendly and approachable.
We saw them around the campground mowing and cleaning almost on a daily basis.
In this segment, we're going to talk about the 1-star Google reviews, whether or not they're confirmed or they're busted.
Greg D writes, sites are short, and there are just so many better parks around.
So while the first one was confirmed, there are about a half a dozen parks in this area. However, this is the one with the highest rating at the lowest price point for full hookups. So I say Busted on the second half of his review. T&J writes, love spending the day there. Swung almost all the way around on the swing set to knock me out. Got that swing set stalking me now. 1 star.
Well, T&J, we swung on the swing sets. We didn't get close to getting knocked out. And so far, we don't have a swing set stalking us yet. So busted.
Johanna writes, the campground has, in quotation marks, has a super parking lot vibe, but fine and clean if passing through. 1 star.
While this campground can get a little bit crowded on busy weekends because the spaces are short and there's a lack of overflow parking, so it can make it a little challenging to maneuver. There's a total of 1,444 acres of state park surrounding this campground, so I'm pretty sure we can call this busted. Bob Hope writes, sad that the pool won't reopen after our state leaders said it would. Just proves election officials are nothing but liars. 1 star.
We investigated the pool and it is confirmed to be closed. There does, however, appear to be some kind of a grassroots effort to get it going again. So while this is confirmed, make sure to vote in November.
Miranda T writes, my husband and I went to the campground in Panther Creek State Park. We haven't had water at home for 2 months now. Pipes burst on Christmas Eve. We've stayed here before and knew the shower houses were nice. We were even leaving donations in the donation thing every time we went to the shower. But about a week ago we went and a park ranger told us never to come back because we were stealing the state services. I'll let you read the whole thing, but you can get the gist. 1 star.
1 star. I'm busting Randa T's review because the campground showers are for campground
campers.
Guests.
I'm pretty sure she busted this review all on her own.
Indeed.
Busted.
Totally busted. Mr. John Griffin writes, the campground and campsite's grass had not been mowed. There was tall grass and weeds around the campsites. The few places that had been mowed were piled up with cut grass. I even saw people mowing their own campsites. The bathrooms and showers were filthy. 1 star.
Well, as we've already said, the showers and the bathrooms were extremely clean. They smelled clean, they looked clean, they were clean. I was actually shocked. So that one is firmly busted.
Oh, yeah.
As far as the grass really wasn't that tall. It wasn't piled up. And I'm happy to confirm that we were not required to mow our own grass while we were here. Busted. Additional information.
We highly recommend that you reserve the site through the online portal. It gives you lots of good information, including how big each site is so that your rig will fit in the site that you get.
You can filter by the size rig you have and make sure that the campsite that you pick fits your rig. There are trash pandas in the area, so we highly recommend that you make sure that you put away all your food items, or if you have a patio like ours, you make sure that there's no food items close by, because we caught video footage of a trash panda breaking onto our patio and trying to have a party during quiet hours. My favorite place has to be a place we found. It was a secret overlook we didn't know about when we booked the place. But we took our e-bikes out for a ride and we went up to this overlook, and you can see the Cherokee Reservoir, you can see the mountains in the distance. It is a gorgeous spot. Highly recommend, 10 out of 10. But I would say either take e-bikes or drive there because the hill is a little steep.
It has to be the farmers market in Morristown. It's open on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and it has tons of local produce from May to October.
We would absolutely come back and enjoy another visit here.